Joe Biden took his first trip abroad as president. Here are some pictures from that trip. They were taken this past weekend at the G7 summit in Cardiff Bay, England. Those were world leaders being responsible by social distancing, greeting each other with elbow bumps, and even wearing masks when they have to be less than 6 feet apart. All of them have been vaccinated, so there is no real reason for them to social distance or wear masks, but they still did it anyway. Until they thought picture time was over. Then we saw them hugging each other and talking close to one another. When they thought the cameras were off, they stopped pretending that they were all scared of getting or passing COVID-19. Of course, this isn't going to surprise anyone. Throughout this whole ordeal, we saw journalists remove their masks as soon as they thought the cameras were off. We saw governors eating at indoor restaurants when they told us that we couldn't. We even saw Dr. Fauci take his mask off as soon as he thought no one was looking. The thing is, if they act one way when the cameras are on, and the exact opposite when they're off, when it comes to COVID, how are they acting when the cameras are off about climate change? They give these big speeches about saving the planet. They promise to spend trillions of dollars on unproven solutions. But what do you think they're saying and doing on their own time? They're still flying around the world. They're still heating their pools and watering their lawns. I mean, if they're willing to lie and pretend and destroy the world's economy over COVID-19, what are they willing to do over climate change? This seems to be the official picture from the G7 summit. And if what they say is true, that a picture is worth 1,000 words, then this picture is worth 1,000,000 words. That's Cardiff Bay in the early 1900s. Notice something? The waterline doesn't look to be lower than it is today. Is it possible that these world leaders are embellishing the threat of climate change to pass their big government globalist agendas? Or are they simply wrong about the threat they tell us we're all facing? We know they overreacted to the threat of the China virus. 15-day lockdowns turned into more than a year. And tens of thousands of small businesses were destroyed while a lot of the biggest businesses did as well as they ever have. Look, I would like to take the world's leaders' words at face value, but I just can't. Do they really believe that we can slow the increase in the world temperature and that will save the planet from impending doom? Could they really be worried about future generations if they're willing to spend trillions of dollars we don't have that will surely burden those future generations with hard times? It's not like they're sacrificing anything themselves. They want us to sacrifice, and they want our children to sacrifice. I mean, we saw the same thing during the pandemic. In California, Nancy Pelosi felt that she was entitled to go get her hair done while the rest of us were barred from entering such an establishment. She didn't even wear a mask. But of course, in the House chambers, to this day, she requires that everyone wear a mask. Because the cameras are on. And in the fall of 2020, while our kids were still trying to go to school over the internet, Gavin Newsom's kids were back in school attending in-person classes. Now, when it comes to climate change, the sad part is that even by their own admission, they don't know if what is being proposed can stop the horrible future they predict from coming true. But we have to do something, they say. But that's like me having a toothache, climbing up on the roof and jumping off and breaking both of my legs. And when my wife comes out and asks, "What are you doing?" I say, "My tooth was hurting. I had to do something." They destroyed the world economy over COVID, and they'll do the same over climate change if we let them. They want to force us to depend on unreliable energy sources like wind and solar, and to get rid of the energy sources that have put us in the most prosperous time in history. It doesn't make any sense. And I want to be completely honest. I'm all for renewable and clean energy, and I want us to be good stewards of the earth. But I don't trust that most politicians are working in good faith. And I don't believe forcing tens of trillions of dollars of debt onto future generations in the name of saving those future generations can be an honest and moral solution. There are people who are rightfully and deeply concerned about our environment. But I'm afraid that there are a lot more people who are using those people to push their big government globalist agendas. And that's the simple truth. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and if you want to become a supporting member of Blue Collar Logic, click on the link in the description and give what you can.